us online at WNNJ.com. Morning, it's Jay Wulff, and we are outside. I decided to come out here and do this. Art's manning the video camera right now. We got Parker Space and Fred Space out in our parking lot from Space Farm showing us how to skin and process a deer. Why? Because it'd be a great idea to get people who need food to learn how to do this kind of thing. And this might get a little graphic as we describe this, but it's all for educational purposes. So tell us what you're doing there, Parker.
Right now we're marking out around the back of the deer. It's just basically a few cuts you make down through the hide, and then once it's marked out, you can pretty much just pull it up. Yep, pull it right. Deer rolls away here. Pull it right on down, right off the, where the neck is, and you have it skinned out. The main thing is you want to keep it pretty clean when you're skinning it down, so you don't get too much hair on the meat, because afterwards you're going to end up quartering it up and eating it. So the cleaner you can keep it while you're skinning it, the easier it is when you're cutting it up.
All right, so let's kind of making the cuts along the bottoms of the legs, and probably gonna just kind of pulling it off.
Yeah, you do one side, and it'll pull right down.
You want to pull some of that, Art?
Sure.
All right.
Let me roll this side out real quick.
All right, Parker's
and he can take it right
kind of making the cuts on the other side, and then we're gonna get Art in there to do a little bit of skinning. You ever done this before, Art?
Never, man.
No, not even a human.
Nope.
Because
Well,
I've seen your basement.
yes, once.
Okay, just checking. All right, so we're gonna get Art in there in just a second.
Yep. Gloves.
Gloves. What do you think this is?
He's wearing gloves.
Yeah, but I'm a professional. First time you got to bare-hand it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it true that hunters do the blood drinking thing?
That's only on the first time around.
Yeah. That's why I won't go hunting.
I can't get my hands out.
Believe it or not.
Now you got one here. Pull that sucker off.
Thanks. All right, now just pull this off.
Yeah,
All right,
just
so here goes Art.
sort of pull here in sections a little bit, and then sometimes as you pull it down, you have to cut it a little bit too.
Of course, Art's screwing it up already.
Don't cut the hide.
Don't cut, all right, so
No, my
here?
dad will holler at you.
Right here?
Just sort of see the tissue here.
Right here?
Real easy.
Art's making a little cut,
Okay.
doing a little pulling.
Kind of pull.
Right there. See that piece of
Okay.
That's it. That's it. Take your hand and
Just
do
rip
this
it off?
side.
Pull it easy. If you see the meat start to come off, hold
And
on.
there goes Art.
You got up here.
Screwing it up again. Art looks like he's opening Christmas presents.
There you go. Let me get around the tail there. And pretty much every deer leg or tail, everything has a joint on it too. So you see, we just cut that joint.
Okay.
Took the tail off it.
Does it mostly usually just come off like that? I mean,
Here, hold on. We're getting see how the meat starts to come off of the hide here.
getting over anxious.
Yeah. Let's hold on this side.
All right, you know what? Can we move on to cutting the hindquarter
Yep.
at this point? Just to, guess it'll take a little too long, especially with Art doing it.
I know. I would have it.
All right, we're gonna move over. Art did a decent job. We got about halfway through, and now we're gonna go to the hindquarter. Fred Space is gonna show us how to cut this up. Now this looks like a giant chicken leg, pretty much, right?
That's it. Yeah. The Mother Nature provided so that most of the muscle meat's on the outside of the leg, which is this part over here, and the bone is in the surface. So we have to locate. The first thing we do is to find out where the bone runs, right down through here, and we just make a cut alongside of the bone.
It really is like kind of like carving a giant turkey, right?
That's about it. Yeah. And it's really quite simple to take the bone out of the leg.
Just slicing away. This is what like the kings used to eat back in England. They'd have like a giant turkey. Like, uh-oh. Art, go get some water. The deer's bleeding in the handicapped spot in our parking lot. That will not go over well with the boss.
You can see how simple the bone comes right out of the meat.
And is this where most of the venison is?
Well, yeah, on the hind leg is a good part of it, yeah.
And where else does the meat come from on the actual deer?
Well, you get a good part out of the loin, and after you take the bone out, you can actually see how the tissue, how each muscle tissue comes apart. See that? Yep. And it's pretty simple. We cut that off like this, and the lower part is pretty sinewy, so we save that for hamburger.
Right.
And there you got a beautiful London broil, just like that. A nice chunk of meat. If you want to make steaks out of it, we just cut them across this way. Put that on the Barbie.
Very nice. It does look pretty damn
Isn't that
good.
a nice piece of meat, though?
Yep.
About an inch thick on the barbecue. Can't beat that. And it's really quite simple. I mean, you can wrap that up in some cellophane bags or Ziploc bags and put it in your freezer, and it's nothing to it.
All right. How much meat would you get about from an average
On a
size
deer like this one, about 25 pounds.
Really?
About 25 to 40 pounds, somewhere about that edible meat out of a deer.
Why don't you wait? Yeah, wait till he's done. All right, very cool. Fred Space and Parker Space outside the studios here. It's 103.7 WNNJ. Learn a little bit about how easy it actually is to skin and process a deer.